Nova Scotia is facing an exodus of sorts and needs to attract more young workers to keep the economy growing. So the province launched a program aimed at convincing foreign students to stay. Ross Lord has more on Nova Scotia's pitch to attract more people.
These graduate students in engineering are among the brightest minds at Dalhousie University. Most have come to Nova Scotia from another country. They're on the verge of starting careers, the kind of people being targeted by the province's latest attempts at increasing immigration and kickstarting a sluggish economy.
It also gives international graduates who have already chosen Nova Scotia another way to stay here.
Boosting immigration is seen as crucial to save Nova Scotia from long-term decline. An exodus of young Nova Scotians to Western Canada has left behind an aging workforce and a shrinking tax base, forcing several towns to go bankrupt. Nova Scotia's population growth was already stagnant, hovering under the 1 million mark for decades, growth that's projected to become even slower. By comparison, the national growth rate is escalating, dropping Nova Scotia from 3.7 to just 2.6% of the Canadian population, in part because most immigrants are settling elsewhere, and not only in wealthy provinces.
Probably 10 years ago now, Manitoba and Nova Scotia were on the same level, each taking around about 3,000. Manitoba is now taking 16,000, 17,000 immigrants in, and we're still on 2.5.
But granting permanent residency status sooner could have limited success. Most of this brain power at Dalhousie is studying but not staying.
I think 90% of my friends moved to other towns and cities because Halifax didn't offer them jobs. There were people who tried here for 3 months and they couldn't find any and they moved.
There are not much in Nova Scotia. Most of them are in Ontario.
And if you move to Toronto or Montreal, the salaries will be higher.
The province says more immigration measures are in the works as it struggles to compete with the rest of Canada. Ross Lord, Global News, Halifax.